Hi everybody, how are you doing? Yes, your girl Peace K. I'm so happy to be here, and I promised to tell my story how I made it online. Okay, well, this is what happened. I've been online for more than a year. I've invested in different programs, quite a number of them. And truthfully speaking, I had never earned out of any program, like any program. I've invested in crypto, I've invested in MLM, I've invested in a number of things online, but I'd never been this blessed to earn. So in October, I thought, actually September, I subscribed to another program, and I was like, let me give it one more last, give it a try and see. I felt a voice calling me. I felt there was something for me online, and I really wanted to crack the code. Just for your information, I'm a salesperson offline. I work with a media house. I still do my 9 to 5 job. So I didn't really understand. It really didn't kind of click very well why I wasn't finding success online. After all, I'm a saleswoman. You would assume this would be an easy job. It would be like kind of duplicating what is already online, what you're doing offline to the online. But no, that is not how it works out. So I stayed the whole of October after buying the program. After the whole of October, I didn't earn anything out of it. November, towards the end of October, I met a mentor. But that is before she became a mentor. She reached out to me through Messenger. We happened to be under the same program, so she reaches out. The connection was easy because she's Kenyan, I'm Ugandan. We are just borders away. It's a very short distance to her country. I've been to her country, so we became like sisters. I know when that clicks, you get it, and that is really not the magic to the whole gist. So we kind of clicked. I'm just telling you how comfortable I was with my mentor, who later becomes actually my mentor. So we clicked, really clicked perfectly well. And on the first chatting, she tells me, hey, Peace, let's get on a Zoom and let's have a talk. It was first it was a courtesy call. I was going through quite a number of things. So it was first a courtesy call, and then there was that other call that was really pre-planned. We planned for it, and she put me on a Zoom, and we had like 45 to an hour's call. We talked about a number of things, and I told her what I'd been doing and how I've not gotten success and blah, 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 blah. So in the talk, she helped me. From that talk, she told me, I think after like 3 days, she told me, I want you to change the outlook of your Facebook page. And I really want you to do something first of all about it, and then let's see how it goes. She gave me support before even I paid her. She really did a lot. So I remember I told her I'll go for a kind of a professional photo shoot. I'm not so photogenic. I don't like photos that much. So she comes through, I get the photos, I send them to her. But then we had kind of built a sisterhood with her. I would talk to her almost every other day. Hi girl, how you doing? How is Kenya? Blah, blah, that kind of thing. So we connected, and along the way, her mentor, her coach was doing a promo of a program, and towards Christmas, and she told me, hey Peace, I want you to loop into this. So I looped in, and she was basically through her, I got a cheaper call, a cheaper, what can I say, a cheaper vacancy to her coach. I got access to her coach in a very, very, very cheap way. It's unbelievable because her coach is damn expensive, but expensive only to those who don't have the right mindset. So that is how I joined my mentor, and the journey has been marvelous. Now, when I got access to her coach, she automatically became my mentor. I paid for mentorship with her. All the work was done by her. She worked on my mindset. She cared when I cried. There are days I felt I was letting her down, and she would call and say, "Hey, Peace, I see progress." I even doubted it oftentimes. And she would call me and say, "Hey, Peace, I'm waiting," with her Kenyan accent. She says, "I'm waiting for the day I see that high ticket." For me, the day I made my high ticket, it was like knowing that I've made my mentor happy. But that is not the whole gist. She's wonderful, a person to work with. Now, the online space is interesting. Because of the 19 programs and being on YouTube and so many things, I was puffed up with a lot of things in my mind. What this lady, wonderful lady, did with me, she had to cut off, she had to cut off all the trash, put me back to zero, like a child who has nothing. I know about it. And that is how we started the journey. She told me, "Peace, you don't know anything." I told her, "Yes, ma'am, I don't." She told me, "You're starting from zero." I am like, "Yes, I ready." Now, for me, what was my part? My part was to do the work that she asked me to do. And that was my responsibility. I did everything she asked me to do. I followed her. Even when I saw some of her students, other students crushing it, sometimes I would feel downcast, and I go in her inbox and I'm like, "Hey, what's happening?" She's like, "Peace, forget the results for a moment. Let's start this journey afresh. I'm seeing progress." And I didn't see it myself, but I had to trust her. What's the point? The mentor you choose to work with, be sure you trust them well enough. Trust them perfectly well that you can work with them. Also, the other thing was, do the assignments. I work 9 to 5, but there is no day I was not available for her class. And I took the responsibility to always inform them if I'm not available because of the job I'm doing and other responsibilities. I always took the responsibility to inform her in time I won't be available. Now, that is availability. I was available, but I was also teachable, and I trusted the process. I trusted that I was on the right track, and I knew where she was taking me. I knew definitely that she was holding my hand in the very right direction. And also, the other thing was, every class we implemented. So she cares that much to go through all the work you've done. Now, the beauty with, again, her mentorship is, now she nurtures me to become a mentor. Like, people who buy under me, automatically I become their mentor. I hold their hand. But the beautiful thing is that she gives support also to her students, students. I don't know whether that makes sense. In other words, my students get support from my mentor, which is a beautiful thing. It only means that I can also replicate the same thing when the time comes. Now, that is beautiful. I don't put cost to that. So it is something that I love, or those are some of the steps I had to take. Trusting the process. I had to trust the process, trust the mentor. And then the other thing, I had to get a high ticket product, a product that I loved and trusted. Now, remember, what I had originally was a product, a very good product that is doing very well in the market. However, I didn't have that high ticket. I didn't have the money, but I didn't have the high ticket. Even when I was going in for the mentorship, I had to take a local loan to do the mentorship. So I trusted her. Now, when time came, she told me, "Peace, you can't break even with a low ticket product. I want you to have a high ticket." I told her, "Give me some time. Let me see how best I can get a high ticket product." Along the way, with her support, I got a high ticket product. When I had the beauty with the high ticket product, you get exposure into the program. So when you understand the program, you can pitch anybody from any angle because you're well equipped with the program. You know the inside, the gist in the program. So it is easy. It's like unpacking something that is already packed. So the person at low ticket, you are doing yourself a disservice. You are doing a disservice to yourself. So she encouraged me. I went for the high ticket product, and it hasn't really been long. I've been able. My first commission came through my mentor. Not she didn't pay, she didn't buy from me, but her guidance helped me see this light at the end of the tunnel. This is really a short video. That's what I intended it to be, and I'm glad that you took time to listen in to this. I hope we can work together, we can follow through. I would love to walk with you the journey. I would love to be your mentor on this journey. If you buy a high ticket from me, what happens with that is, with a high ticket, I give you access. You get access to my mentor, one, but I also mentor you, two, but also I've added something that is not anywhere. I don't know if there is anybody else doing it, but I have somebody, a mindset coach, and you're not paying for the mindset coach. The mindset coach will be coming in once a week. I'll get about 3 sessions, 3 to 4 sessions. I'm still thinking about it. 3 to 4 sessions, like 1 session a week for at least a month. And that is my package to my students. So on top of my mentorship, you have a person who is directly handling your work when it comes to your mindset, and then plus my mentor. Now this mindset coach is a specialist particularly for the mindset, and you will love her. She's wonderful. She is wonderful. If you want sessions with her, you can book directly with her, but this comes as a package for anybody who buys high ticket under me, that I'll hold your hand until you get your investment back. That is my guarantee for you. I love you all. To all my clients, all under me, all my students, I love you. I love you. We're in this together. We are going to walk the journey together, and I'm going to be by your side. I would love to see myself replicated in so many others. Mwah. Love you. Bye.